Good morning. I haven't had anything to really talk about. My mind's been preoccupied. I've been packing and boxing, organizing, pricing, and just being stuck and being overwhelmed by it all. I didn't want to have to sort and price when I'm really trying to pack and move, but it just was too much that needed to be looked at, and before I packed it away on my personal side and then got to it. I don't know. Moving is hard when it's just your personal goods. When it's your business goods as well, it just is overwhelming. Coffee's kind of hot. I let it boil for a little bit. And then I said to myself, wow, I got some hot water here. Why don't I steam these old cards that got stuck to their envelopes? And they're unused, styled by Rose, made in the USA. They're Christmas cards that were never used. And they have their envelopes, but the envelope glue got stuck to the edge of the card because humidity, It was tucked inside the envelope, and the top was covering the front of the card. And I was like, should I just throw these away? And then I thought to myself, what if I steam them? Then I could preserve them, and I can get about $2 each for these old cards. Believe it or not. Nostalgia. People want to remember. They were more carefree times. Well, not during the Cold War, of course, but... And now we're looking at, all kinds of trouble across the globe. And sometimes it just all makes me very sad. I have this, hang on a minute. Where is that? I found this inside this frame, but I took it out. I just really thought that was sweet. But it was during World War I, as you can see their clothes, War. Let's not go there. A lot of this stuff is World War I era, and a lot of photos, and it's just, I don't know. It just really makes me sad. I just feel sad. I don't know how many of these men came back. Their photo albums kind of end there, and I wonder if that was the end of their story together. But let's look at some cool stuff for a minute. I've got this Estes Park, Colorado. It was like a tourist photo album with photos in it. And I can't find, is that right? I can't see what I'm doing. I can't find anything like it online. So it might have to go to eBay auction. I got screwed once at eBay auction. I had this beautiful Victorian scrapbook with really unusual stickers. Wicked unusual. I never thought to maybe just steam those off and sell them individually. I could have made a lot more money. It went for $12. Yeah, $12. It should have gone, I thought it was going to go at least up to $125. And being that I was using somebody else's eBay account at the time. Big Book of ABCs. Doesn't that remind you of an era long gone? These were the kind of books that would have been sitting at my grandma's house long ago and far away. I got to be really careful. The binding on this is not great. I got a lot of books, but some of them are in really bad shape. So I'm just gonna, I'm putting them for $2 to $5, the ones that are just falling apart, because the artwork is still really, really good. Winking, blinking, and nod. Let's get a nice little colored picture. Beautiful artwork in these books. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm currently going through. I want to put that at auction. eBay auction. Some newer stuff from not that long ago. Sorry about all the banging. And Richard Scarry, my son Dennis Jr., he loved Richard Scarry books. I don't know if I'm thinking of putting this out to the yard sale, because these were in boxes full of like insect poop and stuff. Remember these what are they called? Wonder books? Insects. I know this is backwards, I know. Mushrooms? Cool. Remember 70s and the mushrooms? I had shirts with mushrooms, fish, and birds. These are going to go to the yard sale because they just don't go for that much. So I'm not going to, you know, use up valuable table space in Renninger's Mount Dora for stuff that I'll probably get $2 each for. So yeah, there's that. What else can I talk about? I'm having a problem thinking of stuff to say. I'm overwhelmed here, and I don't know, just overwhelmed. Come on, you, straighten out. There are some prayer requests. I'm not going to do them separate because, I don't know, I'm just too overwhelmed as it is. So if I do, you know, a request for a couple of prayers, and usually at this point in time, the only people left are the ones that I'm close to here in my community. So if you could pray for Blue Rose Ramblings, who's going to look for a new place to live, pray for her success and traveling mercies. And Cam T has, her and her family have not been well. It's been going on a long time, and she needs healing mercies. So please remember to pray for them specifically, and don't forget our list. What else? I don't know. Finn's not feeling well. His sinuses have gotten the best of him, and he had to miss school yesterday. And I haven't been over there because I'm straight out here, you know. I have a horrendous mess, and I'm looking at it as we speak, and it's all over the floor because, you know, where do you go with it all? Can't go up, so I've gone across. I don't want to do this anymore, and then I'm going to have to contend with all my personal stuff because eventually I don't want storage. So, and I trimmed my hair down, and it seems like Mike won't do my hair because he's afraid. He told Maggie he was afraid if he makes a mistake. I don't think you can make much of a mistake when you're half bald, or 3/4, 2/3. I don't know. I still have hair back there, but who can see that when I'm facing them? I got my ears pierced. Yeah, I actually did it. I was terrified. I did a video of it, but I hated that video so much when I reviewed it. I'm like, no, that's not going anywhere. So, that ain't happening. I've got a better control over my compulsive eating. And now there's really nothing left in the house to compulsive eat on. Well, bread. I mean, when you're a compulsive eater, you'll eat anything. I mean, you just want to chew. Maggie says, get some gum. And I'm like, I don't want to get the gum with sugar in it. Not too fond of the sugar-free. You know what kind of gum I used to love? Tea berry gum. Do you remember that? What a cute little commercial they used to have. Silly, you know. Cinnamon. I loved cinnamon. Now I can't taste it, and it wouldn't matter. That and fruit stripe. Oh, I used to love fruit stripe. God, it was so exciting when we got some, you know? But I always hated the spearmint gums. My mother loved spearmint, and I loved winter mint. And, spearmint made my stomach turn. It really did. But that's the gum she'd always get, and if I wanted to chew, that's what I got to chew on. It's been thundering. I really need to load more things into that van, but with all this thunder and rain and I've been keeping the van extra days, and that's costing me more money, and I'm upset about that. I don't know, you know? Money is really hard to hang on to once you have it, especially if you're not making enough to offset everything. It's really tough. But I'm sure there's a lot of you out there going through that. And those of you who are not and are curious about those of us who do. So, yeah, I'm hoping this time the November show will be big and fat money-wise so I can recoup some of what I've lost. Let's hope so. And that I'm going to stash. I've been reading a lot of articles. They just pop up in my feeds, you know, about, you know, we're going into a recession, and the biggest factor is going to be the fact that the builders who built new homes and now they're just sitting, they're going to have to unload their inventory. Probably is easier for them because they could even go to cost if they had to. And that's going to create a housing crash. I knew there'd be some reason. There's always a reason for every single era in which it happens. This one, usually it happens every 10 years, but this one went 14 years this cycle. From what, about 2000 and, well, some say 2013. I really started seeing recovery in my area in 2015 because we were in the boons of Maine. And was finally able to sell my house at a loss, though, in 2018. And if I had waited a little longer, which financially I had no money, I couldn't. Had I been able to wait longer, I might have close to recouped what I had into it. But the cards were not in my corner. Nope. And that's the way it goes, isn't it? And then I really am sad that I had to sell my land in Virginia, because that would have been a great place to get started again. You know, maybe go USDA and have a little house built that's small. But I don't have the credit and I don't have the income. Though USDA is very liberal if you just start paying $10 each. But I have so many debts. They didn't all write them off. I thought they did, but I just got a letter from another one saying they realize I'm going through hard times, but they're hoping I can, you know. Yeah, good luck with that. But, yeah. In 3 years, all those will be gone, because it was about 2017 through 18 that I started defaulting, you know. I didn't really have a choice. We had no income. I was living on our savings, and I knew that wasn't going to last. And boy, it sure didn't. Did it ever go fast? Just like water. Probably a good thing, because if they had all sued me here in Florida once I started making money, if I had had that money set aside, they would have taken it all, because I was in some heavy debt. So that's it. That's all I can think of talking about today. Did I make it to 8 minutes? Oh, I made it to 14. Well, I think I'll stop talking now. You got to see a little bit of what I'm contending with, and the rest of it I don't want to show you. I guess I could start working on stuff on the inside of the house. Though this is so confusing, I can't figure it out. Really, I can't figure it out. Ah, well. The times that try men's souls. I hope you have a happy day and a happy week, because unless something exciting happens or I just feel better about this world, I'm probably not going to be making very many videos at this point in time. I just don't think I will. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Love y'all. Miss y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.